half the population of the world will be living in places that experience extreme heat.
There could be up to a metre of sea level rise by the end of the century. That's enough to put 680 million people at risk of flooding.
Extreme weather conditions,
extreme droughts,
loss of biosphere and habitat,
depletion of fish stocks,
crop deterioration,
damage to coral reefs, the list goes on.
In some ways, the train has already left the station. So regardless of what we do now, we are going to see the effects of climate change. The question is, how much can we limit it?
I have a PhD in astrophysics and have just moved into the field of climate science research.
I'm a climate scientist and solid earth geophysicist.
I mainly work on optics and material design.
And I am an earth and planetary scientist. When you're taking big risks in science and trying to do something really new, it's important to have a range of people from all different backgrounds to be able to spot mistakes, give you new ideas. And so this interdisciplinary nature of earth science in particular is really important.
Interdisciplinary approaches are vital for tackling climate change. Methodology, technology, just in terms of approach, I really see no limit at this point on how far that's going to be able to go.
You've got the effects on the biosphere, the effects on habitats, ice sheets and sea levels. And all these different aspects bring in chemistry, biology, physics, and often the really big advances you see throughout the history of science are when either a new approach from a different field or a new way of thinking ends up connecting. I think there's no real way to be able to solve these kind of issues unless we all work together.
One of the things I think is important about the Schmidt Science Fellowship's approach to scientific problems is it approaches them with a sense of hope that something can be done.
It's really about pushing as many of these physical components together as we possibly can in order to predict and inform the future.
I'm definitely hopeful that we can take steps now that will benefit humankind in the coming years.
I'm still optimistic that with all the research that's going on and all these interesting new technologies coming on stream, we will be able to move pretty rapidly, but it requires a concerted effort. There's no real way to be able to solve these kind of issues unless we all work together.